Ta-ta-da-ta-da.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's up, Two Hit? What's up, Satellite Sun? Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. I hope you're doing well. I am doing lovely, if a little cold. It's a bit chilly here, as you might have heard. I know somebody in the Discord asked me how we're doing with the weather right now. It's actually not that bad right here, other than just being like bitter cold. The rain has kind of missed us for the moment. It was a little weird today, actually. It was really rainy, like, early on, like, in the morning. Oh, what's up, 2to be? Good to see you. Hello, pals. Happy Thursday. To you as well. It's been a little windy, chilly, and rainy. Nothing bad here. No hail like some areas got. Yeah, same here. It was rainy in the morning, and then it brightened up. It was actually, like, my wife and I, we went for a walk around lunchtime. And that was not, it was cold, certainly, but that was pretty nice. And then the afternoon, it rained a bit while it was still sunny, and we had like the most perfect rainbow out back. It was one of the brightest rainbows I've ever seen in my life, so that was super cool. Yeah, other than that, we're okay so far. I'm not looking forward to tomorrow, though, because tomorrow is my day to go into the office. And it's supposed to be pouring rain all day and chilly and awful, so I suppose the one nice thing about going in on Friday is like almost nobody else goes in on Friday, so the parking lot is empty, especially at the hour that I get there. So I can park right by the door and just hustle myself in there and hopefully not get too damp, but we'll see how that goes. I'll be sure to let y'all know. So tonight is a little different, I should mention. I have an audience besides y'all right now. So, oh, hey. Y'all hang on one sec, and then I will explain what it was I was about to get to. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Is the family visiting? Hi, family. Oh, just streams can be so relaxing. When it's the chair stream, certainly. Okay, so what I was trying to explain. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I ruin your fun for the evening? Is the chair the real star of the show? I guess that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? So what I was trying to explain is before I got up and left, my younger daughter was camped out on the floor on the other side of my desk here because my wife and my older daughter went to this big dance performance. My older daughter's really into dance, and there was a big performance tonight. A bunch of the local high schools, their dance troops got together and put on a big show, and she had to go see it. So they were out to that, and it came to be stream time, and they weren't quite home yet. So, and I didn't want my little daughter to be lonely or anything, so I let her camp out in here. So that's why I was being more careful with my language and making faces at her because I could see her like underneath the monitor there. But they came home. I checked in with them. Everything's cool. Had a really good time. Sounds like it was really interesting. And now my wife is shuffling the kids off to bread. She's making sandwiches out of them. Yes. Now we could say fuck. That's right. Fuckity. Fuck, Chad. Also, what's up, Library Man and Le Retro Spiso and R Dominic and Lodril High and Manic. Good job. Aww. Chair was nice, gotta say. I mean, Audio's okay and everything, but that chair. I mean, it's true. It's true. I can't really compete with the chair. That's why I'm always the one in front. I mean, if I streamed like this, oh man, that'd be it. It would just be over. It is a Sracer. Yes, I love my Sracer chair. I really do. This thing is so comfy. It's like a sports car or something. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But anyway, did I miss chair? You missed chair stream, Arcane. I'm so sorry. My wife and older daughter were out for most of the evening, and they came back right at the beginning of the stream, so I had to go out, check in with them, make sure everything was good, deliver my younger daughter back to them. But everything is good and fine in Copenhagen. I did get the chance. We had a very early dinner, and then while they were out, me and my little daughter, we played a whole bunch of games. We played Mario Kart, and she beat the hell out of me. We played some Kirby, some co-op Kirby, and that was really fun and cute. She likes it. I love the way she plays Kirby, because she'll go out and like she loves doing stuff around the town. She loves doing the fishing. She loves running the cafe. She loves going shopping. And then we go out and we do like a few missions or something. But then we come back and then it's like, let's play tag. And we play tag around the town, and then it's like, let's play hide and seek. And it's really, really cute. I like that a lot. And then we played some One Piece card game. I got to test a new deck I made that actually works better than I was expecting it to. The decks I make for that game are pretty hit or miss, but this one definitely has potential. Can we make Chair a mod? I think Chair would be a good mod. We'll have to take that up with the other mods. We don't want them. We don't want them getting edged out. What's up, Tradon? Good to see you. Today's a lurking day. That is totally fine. It's gonna be a nice, chill evening, I think, unless this game goes out of its way to piss me off. Because we're gonna be going through the motions of the fourth world in this realm, and hopefully saving the Wind Crystal, I guess. We'll see how that goes. In fact, we should probably go ahead and get to it. I don't know how much of a chance there is that we'll finish this tonight. I suppose it's non-zero. I suppose there is a possibility. In which case we'd be able to start the next issue of Nintendo Power on Saturday. I'm not really expecting it though. But we'll see. Anything can happen. I don't really remember the late areas of this game. I remember this part being weirdly convoluted. Like, I remember a lot of the things you do for this part of the game aren't actually in this part of the game, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but we'll find out together. The only things I need to mention, Chair is banned from being a mod due to tax evasion. Sracer Chair commits tax evasion. Perhaps after tax season, redemption can happen. Woke up with a headache, went to workshop, ended up not being where it was, wandered around for an hour trying to find it. Otherwise, never would have left the house, did some grocery shopping, came home, ate dinner, headache back. Woo! That's quite a day, Trade-On. Well, hopefully I can soothe some of those ailments with my soft, lilting voice and my big fuzzy blanket that I'm all cuddled up in, and my partner, my eternal partner, the Sracer chair. Maybe we need some hats for the chair, come to think of it. Show me the blanket. It's actually a company blanket, if you can believe it. And it's also not really a blanket, it's a Snuggie. I don't think I've shown you this in like its full glory, have I? I probably should. Hang on a sec. Wait a tick here. I think this is deserving of a huge oddish. So this is it. So for anyone who's not familiar, in fact, can I get this up here somewhere? Okay. For anyone who's not familiar, I work for Nexon, the American branch of Nexon, obviously. And as a holiday gift this year, they got us an official NXA localization Snuggie, which I could put my arms through here. Yeah, a corporate Snuggie, that's right. Here we go, chat. As seen on TV. I'm so warm and comfortable right now. We were actually talking about these today, because I was in a meeting and I was wearing this, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah." Everybody loves these. Everybody absolutely adores these. And I was telling them, this is like peak gift I didn't know I needed, but I absolutely needed. Like when I heard that our boss got us Snuggies, I was like, and then I got it and I put it on and I was like, I never want to take this off ever again. It's so nice. Like I could very easily just lay back and go to sleep right now, chat. It would be the easiest thing in the world right now. I just saw, have you considered that from the chair's perspective, you are the hat? A literal ass hat. I am a literal ass hat, chat. Work was stressful for you, so immediately after coming back home, I started doodling. I drew emerald. Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that as I was getting ready for the stream. That was really nice. Looked very pleasant. I'm sold. I'll take 5. There has to be a better way, chat, and in fact, there is. And it's called the Snuggie. I love it so much. You look like Santa or a wizard. Osh becomes one of those streamers who just sleeps for a few hours on stream. People are crazy tonight. Who is your other audience? Oh, well, you missed chair stream, Manic, because I had to get up for like 5 minutes or so and deliver. I had my younger daughter here. She was camped out in my room on the other side of the desk because my wife and my older daughter were out at a dance performance, and I didn't want her to get lonely or anything, so I brought her in here. And she was camped out with her Switch while I was doing the intro, and she was making faces at me while I was talking, which is pretty funny. But my wife came home just in time, and now she's off getting ready for bed. There's only like 50 blankets I can toss on a sheeted bed without making it, have it be the coziest thing ever. Also give you like 20 life-size Pokemon plushes. Yeah, that sounds like the coziest thing possible, for sure. I think I mentioned that I got blanket poncho and I similarly got converted. Oh yeah. I mean, look, I was absolutely one of those guys that would see like the Snuggie ads and stuff on TV and be like, wow, that is the lamest looking shit on earth. That is so stupid. And now look at me. Look at me. Decked out in a corporate branded Snuggie on my own damn streaming channel. I am coming to you live, chat. Live from Torrance, California, to tell you that I fucking love the Snuggie. I believe in the Snuggie. I almost bought the life-size Snorlax several times. I'll tell you what I see when I look at you. More terrifying words have never been spoken. I see someone whose arms aren't trapped inside. It has a pocket too. Y'all saw that, right? It has a pocket. So if somehow if somehow you're still not cozy enough, if your little your little fingets are still chill, you just stick them right in this pocket. It's, oh god, I love it so much. You'd love the Snuggie even if it wasn't corporate logoed. Yep. Not a sponsored stream, but man, if Snuggie wants me to do some product placement, I'm here for you, buddy. In theory, you're not a shill. Well, now that you know about this, I don't have to take this off. I realize that now. Like, I've been keeping it as a lap blanket during my streams because I was like, I mean, they'll make fun of me if I show them the Snuggie. But now, I mean, now we're all in, really. There's no going back from this, so okay. Snuggie streams from here unto eternity. Or I guess at least until the weather comes back around, so. And also, I guess I'm just gonna be repping my company the whole time, which may or may not be a good idea. But oh well, this is the world we live in now. This is welcome to Snuggie country. Population oddish. Are you kidding? I own 3 Kigurumi. To be fair, I make fun of you if you never showed the Snuggie. I mean, that's also true. Yeah, that is a good point. So, I guess I'm really curious about how many people are gonna come in and see this and be like, "What the hell is NXA?" Because that's this is more or less like an internal name for us. So, to be fair, we tease you for anything. Yeah, it's not like I'm safe if I don't show you the Snuggie. That's a good point. I think kind of awkward about it is it looks like you're wearing a hoodie crisscrossed out. Yeah, that's the thing. And like, you kind of can turn it around, but not really. Like, here, let's do this. Here, sorry. I'm sorry, chair. You'll be back in the spotlight soon, but I just gotta, here. I mean, this technically works. It's just, it's not quite long enough this way to cover the front. Yeah, it's not quite a robe, is the thing. It's almost there, but like, I mean, this isn't really practical unless you're trying to sleep in it on your stomach, I feel like. It's just, it's not what you're looking for from a blanket, you know what I mean? Not when it's back like that. Actually, all this excitement has made me warm. I think I am gonna go back to lap blanketing this so I don't start sweating. But yes, that's the Snuggie chat. That is the tale of the Snuggie. Zebra pajama. Isn't that the weird cult Nixia new xylophone adventure? Snuggies were originally meant for people in wheelchairs, so the other way around is the correct. Oh, no kidding. I didn't know that. That's interesting. So, Oddish, how cold is it there that you're wearing a hoodie and a Snuggie? I believe in the house right now, it's like 60, 64, maybe. So, like, negative 18 degrees Celsius here. That's what we call not cold. Yeah, but you don't live in Los Angeles, okay? Los Angeles is its own pocket dimension when it comes to weather. Look, I need you to understand something. I need you all to understand. Then you should understand this. Like, I was born outside Washington, D.C. We had cold winters, snow and ice and everything. We had hot summers. I moved down to North Carolina. We had cold winters. We had hot, steamy, sweltering summers. I lived in Japan, and it was the same thing. And I was used to that. I didn't like love it or anything, but I could deal with like below freezing temperatures and heat up over 100 or whatever, right? I moved to Los Angeles like 13 years ago, 14 years ago. And like the fact that it is just like 70, just an even dry 70 degrees, like 95% of the year, absolutely ruins your sense of temperature. Like, it ruins whatever, like, flexibility and adjustment that you had for weather. It really, really does. You deal with below freezing temperatures here in Texas, too, mostly by losing power. If you're in LA and did not think 64 is cold, LA was the wrong place to live, yeah. So, yeah. That's my story. I live in LA, it's 64 degrees and I'm cold. Bite me. And I have a Snuggie. Okay, so before Snuggie Chat happened, I was actually gonna try and start playing the video game, but there were two things that I wanted to mention first. So I'm gonna try and push forward. I'm gonna try and push past Snuggie Chat and Weather Chat to get to the video game, because we have ground to cover tonight. The first thing is that tomorrow is community night, and y'all, in your infinite wisdom for this community night, have selected Castlevania Chronicles Simon's Quest 2, which is a fan remake of the original Castlevania 2 on NES, which, I mean, honestly, this really works out here. Because I've always kind of wanted to play through Castlevania 2 on a stream, but it never seems like people are into it. It feels like people get bored with that game very, very quickly. I really like it, personally. I think it's a neat game, and I think it's neat how you can see the DNA of the later Castlevania games, and you can see its connection to other Rambo-likes at the time. So I think it's cool, but people don't seem to like watching it. So this is like a nice middle ground, because what I've seen of the Castlevania Chronicles version is that it is far more user-friendly, much better looking, and probably better paced and balanced and whatnot. It is, I will say, just from my understanding of it, a pretty different game from the original Simon's Quest, because I believe they redid all of the mansions completely. And moved around a bunch of stuff, so it's more like Metroid Super Zero Mission, or whatever that one ROM hack of Super Metroid we played was, where, oh no, AM2R. It's basically like AM2R, where yeah, it's like a remake, it's like a fan remake of an existing game, but it's so different that it should probably just be considered its own thing. Texas weather has me to deal with multiple forms of temperature norms at the same time. It could be 70 degrees and that'd be a cold day. Meanwhile, at other days, 60 isn't that bad. Yeah, I know what you mean there too. It depends a lot on context. And here, I think one big thing about it, here it's cold because of the wind. Because the wind it's really, really, I mean, the other night, the top of our chimney got blown off the house. The wind was so stiff, so. 74 degrees Fahrenheit here in Uruguay. 3 degrees Celsius here in Cincinnati. 75 degrees Fahrenheit here. We put on the rainbow zebra for warmth. Good evening, Emerald. Good to see you. So anyway, yes, fan remake of Simon's Quest tomorrow night. Should be a good time. Don't know how far we'll get into it. I forget how long a full playthrough of original Simon's Quest is, so we'll see how that goes. Next week, hey, guess what? Thief Deadly Shadows is done, and we've done our requisite Hog Night. That means on Monday, we're starting Link's Awakening. Yay! All you Zelda fans, finally your time has come. The next Zelda in our grand adventure through the series is finally happening. I will be playing the DX version of it. I actually have a really cool way to play it, something I didn't know about, that'll hopefully be fun for y'all too. I'm gonna clip that pronunciation. Well, now I'm not gonna say it. Now you've made me self-conscious. Jesus Christ. How hard it is. Chat, you'll never understand how difficult it is to be streaming for a room full of people that have never mispronounced anything in their lives. Nowhere else on this earth will you ever be put under that kind of pressure. Good luck to you, chat. Earlier I cut my hair by myself. I'm surprised the outcome was actually good. Been in desperate need. Got his ass. Thanks, bot, you piece of shit. I've been in desperate need of a haircut for a while. At one point, I was also tempted to just shave my head. I think I made the right decision to just cut it short. I keep telling my wife to shave my head. She won't do it. She wants me to have some hair, I guess. I mispronounce everything all the time, though. Get off your high horse there, Spiso. It's fine. I know. I'm there. I'm there with the robo. I know how it is. She digs the coconut. What's up, Eva? How you doing? I can't form a complete sentence while streaming to save. Try doing TV interviews and having to pronounce Ukrainian place names. Oh yeah. I feel fortunate that I have the capacity for public speaking that I do, because man, it could be so much worse. Do you pronounce it as GIF or as GIF? Moving on. He says it wrong. Also, what's up, Cragger? It's good to see you tonight. Apparently... Apparently, there are some people on this earth who are definitely going to hell that pronounce it GIF. So, I feel for those people. Their souls will not be saved when the rapture comes. Anyway, yeah, GIF like the gift, exactly. They include the guy who fucking invented GIFs. It's amazing how people can be so wrong about their own creations, isn't it? I mean, though I suppose it's not even that uncommon of an affliction. Like, some creators just don't, they don't understand the full scope of what they've wrought. They get the wrong ideas in their head, and there's just nothing to be done about it. It's really unfortunate. But that's a tale for another time, I think. Let's play the video game. I told you the things I wanted to tell you. It's not my fault you can't parse how GIF should be said. I think I'm doing fine right here. I mean, I know. Look. Y'all like to rib me. Y'all like to have a good time. I appreciate that. But I know. Y'all don't really mispronounce GIF. I know. It's fine. I trust you, Chad. I trust you. I mean, I just wouldn't really be able to have any respect for you otherwise. Let's see here. Let's get started. Don't worry, Chad. We have an understanding here. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Oh shit, that's right. This just like starts right up. Hang on. Video game. And also, you can't hear the music. There we go. Yay. Okay, I think I got everything settled. Yeah, I was a little rattled by the very concept that there are people on this earth who pronounce it GIF. Like, who the fuck would do that? How could you go through your day making such an obvious mistake like that? It's really, I don't know, man. Fortunately, people don't really have to deal with that because they don't really exist. There are a lot of wrong people on this earth, but nobody's that wrong, God. All right, what were we doing? Kaij Temple. Perfect. First place we're going is another place can't fucking pronounce. Good water drip effect. This is a very pretty game. This is, in fact, a very pretty game. There's a lot going on in it. Some of it's not so pretty, but hey, we made it. Look, all I'm happy about is that we got past that fucking tree last time. That tree had Shellbridge Cradle syndrome going on. That tree went on for way the hell too long. I guess I'll duck out now that we've hit serious gameplay. Sorry, library man. Sorry video games happen, but I'm glad you dropped by, at least for a bit. Also, hello, Erel Nabor and Newhauser. It's good to see y'all. Are you ready for the second giant tree? Please don't joke about that. Captain Mac will tell you about the prophecy. This guy. This fucking guy right here. Dickel is just not having it. All right, I don't have that crest. Whatever the hell crest that is, I ain't got it. So everything seems pretty well focused on finding this Captain Mac dude. Everything seems to hinge on finding Captain Mac. Also, I don't understand why they're making me do this. Like, I'm a little worried that now that we're at the end of the game, like, the developers have decided they haven't fucked with us enough. And they're just gonna start doing really stupid stuff. Like, why? What was the point of that? Why is this area even over here? Like, I'm mashing on the walls over here and nothing's happening. Interesting, you can't use your items while you're in these hidden wall areas. Yeah, I'm a little worried that the game developers were like, okay, if they made it this far, we can start to go in on them. Making me a bit nervous. So that was that. Just old man showed up and we had a shrug fest. Oh boy, I love these. Let's go to town first. Let's go to Windia. Captain Mac, go left, go right, pick up the step. Well, I guess it's kind of windy here. Oh, I saw Chocobo. I see a Chocobo. Where's Norma? Have you seen her? No. Was I supposed to? Wow, that guy is scienced out. Check this guy out. Excuse me, are you Otto? Later. My daughter Norma went to the tower up north using my Rainbow Road. But the powerful wind from Mount Gale broke the road-making machine. Norma's stuck there until the winds die down. Dickel, let's keep on going. The crystal wind might be in that mountain. Promise me you'll stop that wind. Okay. Seems like I got nothing better to do. Gears are going. No holding those gears back. I probably can't read these books. That's one of the things I like about like Final Fantasy IV and Final Fantasy VI. 4 in particular just has like so many interactable things in towns and castles. It really lends that game a lot of charm, if you ask me. Just a moment, because just leave treasures out for your guests. Oh, there's a guy. Take a nice rest for 95 GB. You know what? Fine. Let's be refreshed. How much money do we have anyway? I guess under status. 11,000. And it's not like you buy anything in this game other than consumables and services. How about some cure potion? How about it? Let's switch to this because it looks like you can get up on the roof of this place. Oh yeah, you can. Hey, check this out. Whee! What the? A chocobo! Well, yeah. You never seen a chocobo before? Okay. Maybe this will be relevant later, I don't know. Nice wind effect they got going on. You bought an armor once? I think I bought an axe too. It was like 500 GP or something like that. How about buying my Cupid locket for 300 GP? Okay. I hope you're happy with the Cupid. They always say the same thing. What'd it do, though? Cupid locket is immunity to Looks like it's immunity to confusion, blind, and mute. Or just confusion and blind, and the mute came from a previous one. Well, that'll help a little bit with these bullshit encounters we've been getting into. I'd like to help you, but you have enough explosives. Okay, so this is where they sell enchanted jewelry and ordnance. That's good to know. That's really good to know. This is a tiny house. It's much bigger on the inside. Immunity to the Doom guy. Just can't go out and play in this wind. I love climbing up on the roof, but in this wind, no way. Just say no to climbing up on the roof. You also have a magical crest in the basement. Like, do you have the crest for using that? Are these crests like public things or what? We talked about janky FPS tonight. I found out about a game called You're Empty, which is a weird atmospheric FPS from some European dev. I think I've heard of that. That name sounds familiar. If only the wind would stop, then I could gather seeds again. The Mobius crest is buried in Spencer's place. If we had it, we could reach the ship dock from here. Okay. So there's only one of these things. Yeah, there's a bunch of these. Okay. So Spencer's, I think Phoebe blew up Spencer's place, didn't she? She just kind of ruined everything about it. That's cool. There's something over here. A person! Otto built the tower up north, but Pazuzu invaded it. Isn't Pazuzu like one of the lords of hell or something? You want janky FPS Golden Light? I streamed Golden Light one night. That was, I forget how we got on that one, but I've definitely streamed Golden Light before. All right, anyway, axe, yes, save, good, fighty tie. Oh, let's put Kaylee on, fuck, what is the button? There it is. We'll put Kaylee on auto. Here we go, chat. Hope this works out. Pazuzu was originally a benevolent figure in mythology. Huh, interesting. So I gotta say, I haven't played as many games as I've wanted to in the last 24 hours. I did have a little time to play some more Kenshi, to do some more experimenting in that game. Man, it's just figuring out how to do stuff in Kenshi is like such an exquisite pleasure. I've really, really, really been enjoying that experience. Go play the dance party! I've been trying some of the different starts in Kenshi too. Like the default start is like, you're a person with no skill and a stick and a small amount of money. But there's other start, like there's one start where you start as a wanted outlaw, like 2 of the 3 nations have a bounty on your head, but you start with like an extremely good sword, which of course is useless because you don't have the skill to use it. But you can pawn it, or you can work your way up to using it at some point. What was that? Oh, she's confused. I'm not confused. There's a really neat start that I think if I do ever stream Kenshi, I'll probably go with that one because it's the most opportunity to name people and get people into the game. But you can start as 5, like just 5 down on their luck drifters. Just 5 completely unequipped people with no money. And I didn't realize this until I started experimenting with some of these starters, but you start in different places. The default start puts you in this really good neutral town for getting a lot of your skills up and just getting like basic base resident stuff going on. The 5-person drifter starts you in one of the dumbest places, and it's really funny. Kenshi's fucking weird. I love it. Around the board, honestly, Kenshi is like maybe my favorite game right now. I've kind of put RimWorld aside until we stream that, because I'm gonna start streaming RimWorld right after we finish Link's Awakening. And I do really, really like it. Don't misunderstand. Wow, that's 1400 damage. But Kenshi just fascinates me. I'm really, really enjoying Kenshi. Is that how you see us, bums? I just thought it'd be a particularly appropriate start. Is all. UI and Kenshi actively hates you. I don't hate the UI. I've learned to accept the UI. I'm pretty okay with it. There could be UI mods, I don't know. You can start as a torso with no arms or legs with a mod. Yeah, I've seen, well, I mean, Ambiguous Amphibian has done a couple playthroughs with the torso mod, which is pretty funny. I'm a long way from ever even attempting something like that, but I do love the concept. Honestly, even without mods, like, Kenshi is one of the deepest open world RPG games I've played. Just because there's so much you can do. Like, it's not apparent, it's absolutely not apparent at first. But that game is ridiculously deep. And as you start building your skills and experimenting and trying more things, you start realizing just how incredibly interactive the world is. I'm absolutely fascinated by it now. Really, really, really enjoying that. I'm playing other stuff too. I'm having a go at Satisfactory, which is going all right so far. I've gotten further in it than I ever have before, and I'm still enjoying it. And I've made some factories that don't look like complete shit. It took balls to actively say this has no plot, make your own. It did, yeah, it did. Especially in the modern era where gaming is so incredibly objective and achievement oriented, for them to just make this incredibly deep, sprawling game that is like, there is no main plot. There literally isn't one. In fact, you'll be lucky to find a single quest in Kenshi. Have fun. And it works. It works. If you understand what you're getting, oh my God, it works so well. It's really, really good. So yeah, Satisfactory is practically like the diametric opposite of that, because I'm constantly laboring under some kind of objective. I'm working on some kind of checklist at all times. Oh God, you just made me unlock a memory of carrying corpses across the map to raise my strength. Yeah. That's the stuff. All right, what do we get for all this? Clean them out. And I just got a big pile of experience. Well, we might as well save again. I think we're still fine on magic. I think I can just go ahead and do the other one. Oh, you mean like Project Zomboid? I have Project Zomboid too. I am saving Project Zomboid. I am saving Project Zomboid until I absolutely have my fill of Kenshi, and to a lesser degree, RimWorld. But yeah, these are the games I'm into right now, chat. These are the games that have absolutely captured my attention. I'm loving RimWorld. I'm loving Kenshi. I'm having a real good time in Satisfactory. I did, I don't know if I'm gonna play it yet. I'm thinking about it. But I did reinstall Hydroneer. We did a real short, like, first impression stream of Hydroneer, I think back when it first entered early access. And I didn't really do anything in that game. Like, I didn't accomplish a damn thing except panning for a little gold, and running around the map like a moron. But I watched some videos about some of the stuff you can do in Hydroneer, and I want to spend some time in that too eventually. I might not crack into it until I'm done with Satisfactory again, because there's quite a bit of overlap there. It's just like your opinion, man. Zomboid is a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to getting into that one too. I think so. Kenshi is the really brave one for having no plot, because it's basically in a genre. It's basically built out of a genre that practically requires it. Like, that needs some kind of external force, like plot or objectives or something to keep the player moving forward. Whereas Kenshi is entirely self-motivated. Project Zomboid is in a little bit of a different ship because it is very specifically a survival game, and it's designed so that you can't really become sedentary unless you really know what you're doing in that game. Like, you always have to be moving forward in that game because otherwise the zombies are gonna overtake you. So Kenshi doesn't really have that. Like, it is not hard to hit equilibrium in Kenshi. Like, you can live a very simple subsistence life where you just mine iron and trade iron for food, and that's your life. That's all you do. You don't have to explore the world. You don't have to go anywhere. The only requirement you really have is feeding yourself, and that is honestly a very easy requirement to overcome. Oh, I know Newhouser. I know we're not having like an argument or anything here. I think it's an interesting dichotomy. Also, I wanted to use the word dichotomy because that's just the kind of guy that I am. But I do think it's cool that there are two games that have no real stated objective, but they have very, very different flows to them, despite that. Astroneer as well. I haven't really looked into Astroneer, but I think that's something I could enjoy as well. I like Littlewood for the same reason. The plot already happened. Now you get to build a town. Littlewood. I forgot all about that. I should pick that up sometime and play it. That seems to be in my current wheelhouse. Any kind of building sim or management sim right now, I'm like more into them than I've ever been into them in my entire life. Astroneer is such a chill game. Yeah, I'll have to give it a try sometime. Were the old school Ultimas a bit like that? I couldn't tell you because I didn't play them. I am extremely poorly versed in Ultimas. Thank you for that. But I mean, really, any RPG that goes super in-depth into their like societal and economic models can kind of be played like that when you think about it. Ultimas were plotty. I mean, I guess the real question is, were Ultimas open to that point? Were Ultimas open to the point where you could just kind of ignore the plot and bum around and do your own thing? Because I mean, stuff like Elder Scrolls is kind of like halfway there, because it's a big open world where there's plenty of stuff to do that's beside the plot, but it's all stuff that's kind of plot adjacent, like adventuring and doing side quests and gearing up and stuff. If Morrowind had... Morrowind, for example, that's always one I go back to. If Morrowind had a more detailed model for its society and had more options for the player, like building structures and stuff, I think it would fit a lot closer to like the Kenshi mold. I really feel like Kenshi was designed by people who played Morrowind or Oblivion and were just really pissed at how many things you couldn't do in them, and just swung as hard as they possibly could in the other direction. The thing I like most in Kenshi is stumbling onto a fight in progress. It's really interesting to see what's going on in the world. Like, it's really, really interesting to be doing your own thing. Like you'll be in town sleeping off an injury or like doing some research, or you'll show up to like fence some stolen stuff, and all the guards are running around in a panic. And it's like, what the hell is going on? Sometimes sometimes undesirables will rock up into the middle of town and start shit. Sometimes one of the bandit groups will wander too close to the gates and get the town guards all riled up. It's really, really cool. And I've noticed from all these different starts I've tried, like, even though, like, the world is not randomized, the locations of characters and cities and stuff, nothing is really randomized in Kenshi. But the simulation is so deep that vastly different things happen with each new character I make. Like, each character has a very, very different experience, even though nothing about the world is explicitly randomized, and that's really cool. I really, really like that. I love this guy, this little dude hiding in here. He's so cute. Oh, that's right. All the treasures respawn. All the treasures in crappy boxes respawn. And I love them for it. So yeah, just an incredibly captivating game, honestly. I have been enjoying it so much. The learning experience for Kenshi is really, really fun. All right, we found Wind Hole Temple, which almost sounds like it could be an insult. This is just heal potions, that's it. Anything back here? Nope. All right, maybe plot happens here later. I don't know. There's not a whole ton of plot happening in this game to begin with, so. All right, Mount Gale, here we go. I was about to say, there's like no monsters here, but we finally found one. All right, I don't need whatever's in that crappy box. Wee. I guess we should take Kaylee off of auto, I guess. Or should we? I don't know. When they have healing spells, I feel a lot safer just leaving them on auto. Your office is like Windbag Temple. Whirl Water. We're strong against that. Okay, this could be a problem. If they just constantly heal themselves. All right, never mind. That one's dead. They're gonna have a lot less healing opportunity here. Schwap. I never get tired of that when they get hurt. Yeah, because Kaylee knows to cast Cure at like the first sign of any trouble. And I honestly don't know if she would sequence that fast if we were doing it manually. There we go. Doop. All right, there's a very gold skeleton up there. There's a bridge over here. I don't know what this is all about. We can check it out. This is a weirdly wide open map. Hey chat, would you do this? It's kind of making my hands sweaty just thinking about it. Yeah, oh God. Oh God. All right, smack from skeletons. Okay, I'm gonna put Kaylee on manual because I've noticed that she likes casting Cure on monsters, and I don't want her to do that. Let's just smack this. That's it, miss. That's a great idea. You can definitely miss this, and that'll be wonderful. I've been headbutted by a skeleton. The fact that Cast Cure is super annoying. Oh, Kaylee, I really didn't need you to do that. All right, we're taking you off auto permanently then. If you don't miss, you might hurt someone. Oh God, well we wouldn't want that, would we? Hugs. I mean hags. Let's get rid of this thing first. I've been critically drained. I have suffered a critical suck. At least it wasn't a headbutt, not a bone ass. Schmack. Schmack. Oh, nice miss. Perfect. I mean, to be fair, he would have just healed it up anyway. Critically drained right now. Been that kind of day, huh? Nice. Nice crit. Schmack. Or not. You don't have to schmack it. You don't have to schmack it if you don't want to. There we go. Da-na-na-na. Bye. Enough of your fanfare. I'm leaving. Covered my shittiest coworker a couple weekends ago. It'd be nice. Exploding your face exactly the way you feared it would. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's asking for basically every other weekend off now. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Maybe you just sequence faster in this game if you're using healing spells or items. Oh, I really wish you weren't confused right now. Ah, never mind, it's fine. The point that even people who aren't affected by it are complaining. So I mean, isn't that pretty solid grounds to just refuse? Oh, I don't need that. I don't know what the etiquette is like at your workplace, but I feel like at some point, if they're asking you to cover for them, you can just start saying no. No, I went this way. I'm gonna go ahead and save as we go through here, because God knows what's gonna happen. All right, I guess we'll just whack him. Just give him a little schwack. Oh yeah, we got a strike first, so we were able to get him out. Oh wow, we got two of them out before they even got to take a turn. Nice. It's like that perfect opening that you get in Darkest Dungeon, where you kill like half the enemy team before they're even allowed to do anything. Feels so good. Keep in mind his weekend shifts or his only shifts, he's basically trying to work only when he feels like it. Well, that's not cool. That hardly seems equitable. Is it okay? Is this a monster with no head, or is this an egg with arms? Sounds like someone who doesn't need to be employed anymore. All right, I don't know who this is, but we're beating him up. It's a butt. There we go. It's a butt. Tail up in the air. It's a golem. Ow. Wait, isn't that a vampire? Yeah, that's a vampire. Vampires are undead, you asshole. Cure's not gonna work on them. Fucking cheating up in here. You big cheating cheater. All right, I don't know what's going on here. Let's do a little bit of curative prevention. Technically, an egg with arms would qualify as a monster with no head. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Who are you? So you're the one who's draining the Crystal Wind's power. Nah, it's Pazuzu. But you'll never meet him. It was a monster with no head, chat. He missed. Probably because he can't fucking see what he's doing. Okay, that was weirdly appropriate. What's he trying to do anyway? I keep clicking through it. Hedoomerang. Oh, that's okay. That's a different attack. He's Hedoomeranging. By the way, oh my god. You can actually do that. You can actually spread cures out in this. I had no idea. How did you miss that? Wake up! Hadouken! It's pronounced like exactly the same way. All right, well, this sucks. Doom Dance. I'm sorry, what? So that's the thing. Which stream number is this? 4? How many of these do I have? I'm gonna hit him with a meteor. Cause seriously, fuck this guy. Well, that was exciting. Thunderbeam! Ow. You've been spreading spells since the start? Yeah, attack spells, genius. I never bothered to try it with healing spells. And half the attack spells are group targeted by default. Ow. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's see if I can get her up before he puts us under, too. Okay, so apparently that's just how he's gonna run this one. Stab. But fortunately, if you stab a sleeping person, they wake up. Who knew? Who knew? Ow. Well, all right, we're extra healthy now. Get up. I have need of you, Hedoomerang. That's such a great name. I will say, I really like the way this game was localized. Let's try white. I'm guessing those spells are kind of non-elemental, and they just increase in power as you go. But I'm curious. Oh god, his horse! His horse became flaccid. Ah. I'm almost sorry. Really not. Stab. Why don't you, like, you've got a ton of these. Why don't you heal for once? What others? Oh, you just have arrow. How much is arrow gonna do? Does he like wind? I mean, that's not bad. She's sweepy. This horse is presenting. In the animal kingdom, this is known as presenting. Oh, that woke her up, didn't it? Wasted heal potion. Here, just hit him. Chop. Zappo. Is it just me, or does group targeted cure not actually cure less than single targeted? I feel like you can just group target with no drawback whatsoever. Oh God! I think he's Angie. I guess now he's presenting. Okay, it's not quite a full cure, but it's pretty close. No, we're not. Wait, you can target an enemy with exit? Is that like, oh, okay. I might have to try that. It might be like X zone on enemies. Okay, let's heal up. Let's not accidentally mash exit. That would be terrible. You can group target in the menu too. Holy shit. Well, that changes everything. Critical vampire destruction. So chat, what kind of games have you been playing lately? Because I am thoroughly stuck on my building and management sims at the moment. Are any all in moods like that? Grimmest of Dawn, nice. I'm so glad you're enjoying that. I love that game. Ooh, important chest. Give me the important thing. I just got uppercutted. I just got uppercutted by a Dracula. Grim Dawn's one of the few RPGs where I really did want to try like all the different possible builds in it. Okay, I got a fancy helmet. What does this do? Can it be immunity to something I really hate? It's fire resistance. Or no, that's fire. This was fire. It's just more defense, I guess. Okay. Phone games in Kingdom Classic. Kingdom Classic is extremely engrossing. Like, I really enjoyed playing through that. I didn't finish it. I played through a lot of it. V Rising, I started Shadows Over Loathing. Okay, cool. It's a rat tail. There's no promotion. You just have a rat's tail. Someone says Diablo, I say where? I wonder what the next big RPG is gonna be. That isn't Diablo 4. Because I don't need Diablo 4. Playing Breath of the Wild in anticipation of the new Zelda game. Breath of the Wild, man. Breath of the Wild. I will get into Breath of the Wild at some point in my life. It feels weird. It feels really weird to me having... Like, I have the... Wait. Okay. I have the newest Zelda game. Like, I own it. And I played so very, very, very little of it. It's a very weird feeling. Okay, so apparently I need to go up the... What? Wait, why did I... What? Why did I come up here? Was it just beat Dullahan? Do a jump? Oh, wait. Was there a jump I was supposed to do up here? Looks like maybe I could go around. Should go back to Breath of the Wild at some point. Bounce off Breath of the Wild. Got burned out in the durability system. I didn't mind it. I really didn't mind it. I think the scope of the game, just like the sheer size of the game, kind of put me off a bit. Found Breath of the Wild 50% amazing, 50% excruciating nonsense. Why yes, I do want to stop playing until the damn rain stops. Can I actually get up this other side here? This is something I did earlier. I did this earlier. Wait a minute. I mean, I have a save here. I have a save here. Like, if Pazuzu's up Mount... No, I want you to go the other way, genius. If Pazuzu's up Mount Gale, I don't actually know where he is. Talk to me, old man. Well, the wind suddenly stopped. I'll try to make Rainbow Road. Okay. Pazuzu's in the tower, huh? It worked! Otto, we're gonna save Norma and the crystal. Wait! In the tower, you'll see switches on even numbered floors. Flick the switches with your axe. Then the elevator won't go past that floor. Okay. Okay. Sure. Why not? I didn't mind it for a good portion of it. After a certain point, it just got old and I got sick of losing good weapons and having to use junk. Food that wizards make magic out of and shadows over loathing is cheese. It is the most magical of foodstuffs. Can I jump on the stairs? Can I jump on the stairs? Little things like that make me so happy. I am really looking forward to playing Link's Awakening next week because it's the first, well, it's the first top-down Zelda game and you can proper jump in. And I'm very excited about that. Cheese is one of the main arts of spoilage. Look, it's Rainbow Bridge. Look, it's literally Pazuzu's tower. Oh, and look, there's Captain Mac over there on that ledge overhanging the infinite abyss. All right. Tower. Hey, Norma, what's happening? Are you Norma? I was so afraid no one would find me, but now I can go home. Your dad's waiting for you. Hooray! She did a little Final Fantasy flippy flip in the air. All right, well, these are monsters. So there's stairs up there, and then there's a bunch of guys here, and there's some treasure over there. Link's Awakening is still the best one. So that's how I've always felt about it. Oh shit, you can just skip these guys. Haha. Wait, that's Pazuzu. Wait, Pazuzu's just right there. Can we fight him? Fuck it, let's do it. Can I Pazuzu? D-Zuzu? Ow! It's a hell of a crit. Yep, that's a bird demon, alright. Itam. I don't know why I went that way. I was waiting for you, little beasts. Gasp. Shock. Alright, well, I guess he's just gonna show up and taunt us periodically. Of course, it's not gonna be that easy, chat. Wasn't the Loathing guy an abusive asshat? Yeah, that's why I stopped playing West of Loathing. Just... Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Where did Pazuzu come from? And where did Pazuzu go? I don't want you to be blind. Here, have a heal. Well, you still hit him. I'm pretty proud of you for that. Yeah, that was a real shame. I was thoroughly enjoying West of Loathing, and then that came out while I was streaming a game, and I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to have to think about that every time I played the game. I'm sure the people watching didn't want to think about it either. Yeah, that's the thing. They are at least West of Loathing was an exceptionally well-written game. Like, very impressive on that front. Well, this is an exciting tower. You can really tell this was made by the Saga peeps. I feel like it's really, really obvious the further you get into this game. Like, some of these areas really feel like Final Fantasy Legend 1 and 2 areas. Tickle up. How many of these guys do you want to stick in here? Nice crit. Dickle's D is down. Alright, third floor of Pazuzu's tower. That's a new... Okay, we got some new kinds of enemies. This place is a bit of a mess. I'm gonna save, because I don't really know what... I don't really get what's going on at the moment. There's a lot of treasure, though. So that goes the stairs up. Where does this go? Manticar. We got some Manticar. Oh, Angie Manticars. No, I don't want. No, I don't want to be turned to stone and then shook to death. I don't want it. Okay. So we're doing this, are we? Okay, good. They have a third thing they can do. I was genuinely concerned that these monsters only did two things. Turn you to stone and cast Quake. And I was gonna be unhappy. That really does work. Sure, why not? It's a Chimera. Strong against paralysis. Nice crit. He's dead. Schwack, dead. Oh, don't be blind. Oh. Just gonna kind of have to hope for the best here. Pseudopod, huh? Oh, these are actual beholders. How did all of these games in the 80s and 90s get away with putting beholders in? Like, you can't get away with that bullshit now. Alright, I think if I just take this guy out, I can get both. But of course, it's these asshats. Okay, Kaylee is strong against petrification, which is nice. Oh, I've been set on fire. Well, that's good to see. Glad to know that can happen. Swing. You missed. Swing. Okay. No more bombs. Oh, that's full of bombs. All right, we've run out of bombs. We can go back there. Oh, Kaylee. I hope you weren't attached to your eyeballs. Because these guys are going to flash them right out of your skull. And it might not even matter. Ew. A brutal crit. That's okay, though. I've cracked the code on this one. Nice. TSR was less litigious than Wizards of the Coast. I've always, like, ever since I worked in the games industry, like, you know, Asian RPGs love to put old D&D stuff in. They love to have their beholders and mind flayers and stuff. And like the whole time I worked in the games industry, like that is like the cardinal rule. Never, ever, 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 ever put those in. Never let them get past you or we all die. I'm guessing that must have been a change at some point. I guess something changed at some point. Because yeah, back in the good old days, I mean, there's just fucking beholders and flayers everywhere. People joke that TSR stood for they sue regularly. So probably not. Yeah, I wonder. I really wonder. Oh boy. They know, too. They know it's her. They always blind her first. Oh, good. No, that's perfect. Apparently that's just... Oh, okay, they can self-destruct. I didn't know they could do that. Can you just kill him real quick? Okay. All right, well, that was almost my entire ass. Cool. Very cool. And yet it was not. So I was freaking out a while back with Vampire Survivors because it also told something similar. Yeah, I really wonder about that because on the one hand there's this reputation, this air around D&D stuff that if you lift D&D stuff, like just even one name, like they're gonna put you in the ground. But then there's all these games out there, just an absolute legion of games that have like very obvious D&D name drops and references, and they seem to get along just fine. So I don't know what to believe anymore, chat. Are you enjoying Mystic Plod Legend? Oh yeah, this is great. This is great. I do very much appreciate knowing where all the fights are gonna be. That part is genuinely really nice. Okay, can we kill this guy before he blinds Kaylee? Maybe Gygax did this localization. I had the most meta task the other day. I'm working on this big tutorial thing, and there's an entire section in it about localization. And they define localization, and I'm like, I am localizing a definition of what I am literally doing at the moment. This is super weird. Is that another Dullahan? Where does this go? Up more. No, thank you. Actually, what's... I wish I could see what's around this way, because I can't. It's, Thanatos? Okay, wasn't expecting that. He still has Hadoomerang, which I will always love. And he's also fucking dead, so good for him. He tried, I guess. How did you miss? You're not even blind! And now Kaylee is! Fuck! I wonder how much of a difference defense down makes. I really haven't noticed. Oh my god, they blind too? Good lord, man. Fine, just go in. It's whatever. This game throws around a shocking amount of status effects. I mean, maybe it's just more noticeable because, again, like I keep harping on, a two-player party makes this shit really, really noticeable, but... hello, Sorcerer. Alright, well, that wasn't very impressive. I don't want to know the answer. Why do the Beholder tentacles have pink tips? I wasn't gonna say anything. I wasn't gonna say anything if you weren't gonna say anything, chat. But I guess that ship is now thoroughly sailed. You can't unsee it. You can't unthink it. So he said there's switches on even numbered floors that we can hit with the axe. The thing is, the odd numbered floors are the ones that we can actually explore. And the even numbered floors... Wait a tick. Wait. I'm not hiking that. Are they, though? Am I wrong about this? I kind of feel like I haven't gotten any even-numbered floors somehow. Okay, this is gonna suck. This is almost a guaranteed game over. I mean... Fuck. Called the shot. Okay. All right. The odds are far better at this point. They're not great, but they're better. Okay. Okay, cool. Is it worth pulling out a meteor? I don't think so. If I had seeds, if I had a whole shit ton of seeds, maybe. But for this, I feel like I can run this battle as many times as I need to. Is the other thing. Like, it's not insurmountable. I just needed a good I just need a good RNG roll. Why, yes, I'm gonna save after every one of these. Why did you ask? Tonight is not a drinky night, chat. Tonight is a hydrate night. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Ow! Just finish this thing. End it. God, at least Kaylee's immune to petrification. If both of them could be petrified, this would be an absolute disaster. I forgot to save. Probably gonna die. Oh, yeah, we're screwed. Oh, yeah, one of these three is gonna petrify Dickel. Or just straight murder Kaylee. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, I don't know. I think maybe the way they handle it in this game is that attack and healing spells do a flat amount that is then split across the targets. But if, like, not split evenly like in conventional Final Fantasy games, but yeah, if Dickel's missing 100 hit points and Kaylee's missing 800 and you group cast heal, it'll only do 100 points for Dickel, and it'll dump the rest on Kaylee. Yeah, we're skipping all the even floors here. I bet, you know what? I bet we need to go all the way to the top. And then we're gonna have to go back down through the even numbered floors to get the elevator working. Cause that's how you can make a tower last twice as long, chat. I assume you're the more, yeah. Oh, don't cure him. That's horse shit. Oh god, he turns things to stone too. God, fuck off. Odd numbers all the way up, then even all the way down. Yeah, that's my guess. God, just in this one battle with two enemies, there's silence, poison, and stone going around. And that's all that I'm aware of. This game is absolutely obsessed with status effects. It's really something. Okay, it doesn't go anywhere. Oh, this is gross. Oh god. Oh god, I wasn't thinking about this. Actually, I probably should kill the Sphinx first. Or the, whatever it is. Ugh, I don't know. Alright, well that thing's dead regardless. Heal thyself. Yeah, Hadoomerang. Hadoomerang. Oh no! No, 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 no. When you get a smiley Manticore face, we need to do nothing of the sort. That was a heck of a moment to come in on. What's up, Chaos? Oh, the game's been trying. The game has been trying to pull that bullshit. And it's done it once or twice already. Enemies are getting super annoying in this game. Like, they heal and they are just like, just nuts with status effects at this point. Also, hi, how you doing tonight? Hope you're well. Yeah, let's save. Just gonna fucking start saving after every, oh, this is much better. This is great, I love this. Oh god, though. I think the Thanatos is actually more dangerous because he has a literal instant kill. Which is a little less convenient to come back from than being turned to stone. Kaylee is at least immune to stone. Nobody's immune to death. As we've seen. As we've seen so very regularly. Doing good? Glad to hear it. Damn glad to hear it. Oh, they do Quake too. Jesus. Of course, we don't have any earth resistance that I know of. Fuck you! God damn it. Quake 2, they have railguns. What's up, Bonzikar? How you doing? Oh, these guys are so... Everything is so annoying now. God almighty. 2 healers, I'm not sure you'll win. Nah, the one saving grace is that the... Like in most RPGs, the AI does not play optimally. Yeah, let's get rid of this guy first. He heals. Tickle says, hey, hail Satan. That's it. Paralyzed lady is already paralyzed. Yeah, fortunately, they seem to balance this by giving the enemies all the tools they need to completely wreck us, and then just have them use them in, like, totally random sequence. They seem to lean towards certain behaviors, like if enemies are gonna try and blind anybody, they will always try to blind Kaylee first. Case in point. Chromecast died, oh no. Wow, all right. Video game has decided to be a real dickhole now. So yeah, it seems like the cure spell does a total of 1600 or 1700 healing. Split between your two characters by however much they need. You know the other thing that's weird about this game? So, like, if I leave here, all the enemies will respawn. And I'll need to fight my way back up through all of them. In other RPGs, especially older ones, if you go into a dungeon that you don't feel completely ready for, like, you can go in, you can fight a couple enemies, like, gain a level, maybe find some equipment, leave, come back, and over time, you'll become more, like, you'll become better equipped to deal with things, right? That doesn't seem to happen in this game. Like, all this fighting that I'm doing, working my way up this tower. By the way, we appear to be on the roof now. The 7th floor appears to be the top. All this fighting I'm doing, I'm not actually getting any stronger or more capable of handling these enemies. I'm not getting new equipment. I'm not leveling up in a really... Oh my god. Like in a really discernible way. And I'm not most importantly, I'm not gaining anything that helps me counter all the dumb bullshit these guys are doing. Speaking of which, I hate these people. I hate these people so goddamn much. So we're gonna heal up and we're gonna nuke them off the face of the planet. Never mind. And they're gonna heal that back too. Oh, good. Oh, good. Nice meteor, loser. My mom casts a better meteor than that. Alright, well, he ain't healing this turn. Should've named him Tella. So apparently wizard spells are elemental, and meteor is earth elemental because these assholes are strong against earth. So that's great. That's really good to know. Oh, I love healing up after every single fight. How I love it. I think where this game fails is the deliberate simplicity stays at the same level for the whole game. By this point, they should have expanded your options beyond a few new spells. Yeah, I very much agree with that, Ponzikar. They're enhancing the challenge without really giving you new tools. You just do more of exactly what you've been doing. You plow through enemies and you heal up after fights. And in the early game, you only have to heal up after every like dozen fights or so. And now we've reached the part where the game is difficult enough that you have to heal up after almost every fight. I forget if there's... I think there's an item down there. Maybe. Let's see what it is. Where's my Shiva and Bahamut summons game? Yeah. Okay, wait. I think we just... Oh, God. Maybe Thanatos first. Okay, good. We got the instant kill guy out. Now we just have to worry about being blinded and turned to stone. And quaked to death. And electrocuted. No, she actually hit him. That's cool. Schwap. All right, Dickel leveled up. Oh, there's stairs down over here too. Okay, so there's 2 sets of stairs down. I don't really know what that means. All right, free item. Cure potions. I love it. All right, there's a good item over there. Okay, there's the switch. There's the switch we need to hit. Means it's time to get it. Well, let's get this item, and hopefully it's something that makes a difference. Oh boy. Oh boy, Nagas, what do you do? What fresh hell is this? Go to sleep. I really thought she's gonna put Dickel to sleep too. Sleep and silence is okay. We're completely protected against silence, and we're not using a ton of magic in battle anyway, aside from healing. That was tolerable, I guess. God, Quake just bleeds. Oh, fuck you. I am really, really, really not a fan of the AI just deciding to do healing after the turn has started. Like, yeah, it was cute before, now it makes me mad. All right, what is this? Okay, I found the flare spell. That's cool. Can't really complain about that. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Go to sleep. All right, more stairs down. All right, we're on the 6th floor. Schwap. We need to get in here. There's a lot of enemies in here too. Like a lot. Fortunately, that was silence and not sleep. They really just don't like Kaylee contributing to the battle. And we seem weaker than the others, beginning his sleep loop is a bit scary. Yeah. Oh, this is gross. Oh, this is so fucking gross. Okay, well, at least they're not just gonna instantly heal each other up the whole time. That's fine. That's fine. It's Quake and Cure that isn't. Okay, good. Oh no! Oh no! God damn it. Crack-a-pow. Oh god, here we go. I asked my psychiatrist what a Freudian slip was. He says when you mean to say one thing but accidentally say a mother. Amazing. Hi, Andy. Good to see you. Had to get that Quake in there. Had to cost us 600 health. Just because, just to be silly. All right. I did a thing. I sure did a thing. I need to see what these stairs do. Why do they only seem to cast sleep on Kaylee? I'm not gonna complain, because yeah, I don't want to get sleep locked, sleep stunned. But why only Kaylee? But save though, yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. I can't tell you how shocked I am they didn't cure that. Look pretty shocked to me. Okay. Okay, so there were just 2 ways down here. Fair enough. This is something. I don't know what this is, but it's something. I might regret going this way. Kid, because sun that you're spent. Hello, hello, is this thing on? Go to sleep. Hooray! Apparently you can't run away when you're all asleep. Oh, she's confused now, too. Okay. Well, we got away. Christ. So I'll say, here we go again. Pet silence makes your sleep extra refreshing. No dog barking, a baby crying to wake you up. Surely. I mean, there has to be some silver lining, right? Oh my god. We're maybe halfway through this tower. Maybe. It keeps happening. It does seem like they don't sequence very fast, though. Like, when they're doing actual attack spells, it does seem like they don't sequence very fast. My god. Sorcerer, sorcerer, sorceress. Yay. Yay! I love this. Video game is so much fun. Oh no, that's perfect. Yeah, you miss all you want. Just, oh yeah, buddy. Just keep at it. Just keep at it. Oh, hey. Well, that's good to know. I mean, thank Christ we have like 50 some casts of this between us. Who knows how this would go otherwise? Surprisingly painless turn there. All right, I made it over to these stairs. There's a lot of stairs. Well, fucking whelp. Quite an evil-looking goat on the Chimera. Like, you have a dragon, a lion, and a goat. So, like, this... Okay, so this takes you down to floor 4, right? Where did these other ones go? I can't tell you how much I don't want to fight these guys, but... Every time. Every time! Oh shit, we gotta strike first. Thank you. Fuck you. I cannot believe it. I feel like that end sound clip gets more and more used as this channel gets older. All right, this goes to the 5th floor. Why? Why though? I really desperately need her to stop missing. Okay, I can get over there for some reason. And I don't know why, but we're gonna do it. I know where you are, I remember this. This is where speedruns of this game go to die. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Is it for treasure? Are we going over there for treasure? Hey, I remember these guys. They're marginally less annoying than all the things I've been beating my head against for the last 20 minutes. Especially if you can do that. I can't see how speedruns in this game would work. I mean... It's how fast can you go through the motions and how many times do you get completely screwed by annoying enemies? I'm guessing there's not a whole lot of tricks to this game. It's just how fast can you do the thing? I don't care about that shit. I don't give a fuck. Good, it's just you. All right, well, I see a really cool looking treasure chest over there that I want. Where are these assholes? Gargoyles. Okay. So this is egregious Thief 3 Zen section. This is a bit too long. So I think this is where this game has ended up, because the tree dungeon before this one was definitely too long. Basically, you need to be at the level and the game needs to be able to get past the bosses. You can't really underlevel to do things. Yeah, there's like one very famous gimme in this game that I think fuck off. God. But it's at the very, very, very end of the game. Like at a point where it doesn't really let, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, no, no. Heavy reliance on good RNG is part why the speedrun isn't super popular. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. There's like you have control over so little in this game because it's so simplified and streamlined. It means you're lacking options for a lot of things. And in a battle system like this, that means everything just comes down to RNG. Like, have the monsters decided they're going to kill you or not? Oh, good, they haven't. We can proceed. Point about underleveling, that's basically opening up to greater risk, yeah. Speedrun doesn't save nearly as often as Oddish does. The game decides to be a jerk. That's your attempt dead. Well, I mean, I guess that's just how speedruns of this work, right? You're just hoping for that one perfect seed where everything goes your way, right? Because otherwise it's not gonna be the best of anything, is it? Because there's always gonna be somebody out there that was more patient than you and did more runs. So you just gotta keep mashing your face against it until you just get a long string of battles that don't instantly murder you. You know, that makes me think, what are speedruns of Final Fantasy Tactics like? Because there's literally a mission in Final Fantasy Tactics that you can lose without taking a turn. And it seems like that sort of thing would be extremely detrimental to speedruns. I have to be honest, they're so long and dry, I never sat through one. I mean, that's entirely fair. I doubt everyone speedruns Final Fantasy Tactics because like a 200-hour grind. I mean, people speedrun Ring Fit Adventure. I know people do it. If it's a video game, people speedrun it. But I can totally understand not wanting to sit around and watch all that bullshit. God, this is awful. This is such an awful experience. I found Excalibur. Okay. Will this materially help me get through this in any sort of way? I guess let's, you know, cure some more. Turn-based RPGs seem like a weird thing to run, but maybe that's the point. I don't want to go in there. Speedrunning has become its own rule 34. If there's a game, someone's speedrunning it. All right, how good is this? Show me why that was worthwhile. This is a Final Fantasy Tactics run that's less than 4 hours? How? How is that possible? Well, you know, I guess technically Final Fantasy Tactics is like 25 or 30 missions, right? I guess if you've got a way to blast through those, like whether it be RNG manipulation or what, I guess you can do that. Can we? Can we? Can we not do that? Can we maybe not have the Chat, how badly do you want to see the end of this game? Serious question. This is fucking going beyond the pale here. I mean, yeah, obviously I'm not finishing this tonight. This is rough. Does the emulator have a fast forward feature? No, not the way I'm doing it. Is Excalibur any better than what you had before? It seems like the damage is about the same. It's like 60 more damage, which makes absolutely no difference in how fast I kill these enemies. It didn't change anything. You get better crits, or that's just a level thing? I don't know what crits are affected by. I have no idea. I'm guessing everything in this game is about as simple as it can be. You probably just have a base, like, I don't know, like 5% chance to crit, no matter what. Completely unaffected by weapon type or anything. Kind of makes me wonder if Excalibur is something like Holy Element, which makes you wonder weapons have elements in the game. Weapons do have, I know where this goes and I'm not going that way. Weapons do have status effects baked into them. There is that. Oh, fuck off, man. Jesus Christ. All right. Stone is one of the ones that clears automatically when you leave. Weapons are their own element, like axe is an element, kind of. It's pretty funny. Hey, I got some potions. There's just one kind of potion throughout this entire game. Okay, I think I can skip this part. Maybe. Okay, I do need to be over here, though. God. All right, strike first is nice. Just don't miss. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot that he has an instant kill attack too. Alright, there's stairs down there, so I guess the switch must be up here. I think these need to go first. Because they'll do that. Okay, well, they were idiots and woke them both up, so. I see you there, Two Hit. I see you there. Sleep isn't so bad. Sleep at least breaks on any damage. Hey, it's Pazuzu. Cool. Paralysis isn't so bad because Dickel is immune to it now. Stone could be worse because Kaylee's immune to it. I mean, at this point, it's kind of mainly just massive damage. It's the fact that things do so much damage, and there's also instant kill stuff. Should have healed. I'm getting impatient. Alright, well, that went well. And of course you can't see now, so... I wonder, if I use a heal potion on her, will he just immediately blind her again? No, actually the answer is no. Everything appears, see, everything seems to do about 1/4 to 1/3 of your total life. Yeah. Jesus Christ, I've never seen a spell crit. I guess it technically wasn't a spell, it was a monster ability. Okay, I did it, now what? Try that grilled steak and bacon cheese sandwich at Sonic's. It's not bad. Like so much Sonic stuff, it'd be priced right about 25% cheaper. I gotcha. See, anything that does in the 150 range is generous. Downstairs. All right, we made it to the first floor. I think this may mean that we can actually just fight Pazuzu now. Possibly, because I think I've activated all the elevators. So I'm gonna save here because this is a one-way trip. Maybe not. I don't know what I'm doing. I hate the way this place is laid out too. Are there any more chests? I don't think there's any more fancy chests. Oh, now I can open these because they have explosives in them. Wait a minute. Wait. I flipped all the elevator switches. What the hell do they want me to do now? Like, I thought the whole idea was to flip all the switches so then Pazuzu would have to... I don't actually know what I'm doing or why I'm doing it. Was there a... Hang on. I have to reset this. Because I wanna go back to that ledge we were on. Okay, it looks like there's a way to get to him. Oh, okay. We gotta go through a few more enemies. I think the reason we flipped those switches was so that he wouldn't take the elevator away from us. I think. Sleep right out the gate. Perfect. Because they said that the switches prevent the elevator from going past that floor. And Pazuzu's currently on the second floor, and we flipped the switch on the second floor. So I think it means if we get to him here, we can actually confront him. I think. I don't know. I'm just... At this point, I'm just making up shit that sounds good to me because I want to believe I can actually get through this dungeon tonight. That's cool. You don't actually have to hit the enemies. It's optional. Ow. It's like vermouth and a martini, you just sort of wave your weapon in the general direction. I feel like I've done a pretty good job managing my healing resources. We still have a fair amount to use on this coming battle. Don't bite me. Don't cure him, you fuck. Okay, well, at least you tried to blind the wrong person for once. Sure, we'll attack her. At least instant kills in this game are really low accuracy. Okay. Explode that. Behold your death! Maybe the sword is critting more. Maybe this sword is critting more. Okay, yes, we're getting there. We're getting there, chat. I think. I hope. I don't want to curse it, but I hope. It had to be this. There's a paralyzed at the end of the tunnel. Don't do that. It's so rude. Oh my fucking god, man. It's so rude. Will you be cheesing the end of the game? I don't want to. Because I remember that final fight actually being kind of cool. It depends on how much respect I've lost for this game by the very end. It's also probably the kind of thing where I could just reload and show you. Okay. Pazuzu time. Pazuzu time. What time is it? It's Pazuzu time. Mwahaha, you can't catch me. What do you mean what do you mean exactly? Why did I flip all those switches? Why'd I flip all those switches? Oh, there it is. Okay. I was like, I know I cleared this out. All right, let's yeah. Okay, let's fight some more dudes then. This is great. I think the more salient question might be, are you going to finish this game? Alright, he's not here. And I find that a bit concerning. If he ain't here, where the fuck did he go? He's not here. Check Dinosaur Forest. I don't know, did he go all the way back down to the first floor instead? Okay, maybe is that why I flipped all those switches? Did that, like... Can he not go up anymore? He just has to go down, and now he can't go up from the down anymore or something? How in God's name did I figure this out as a child? I really wasn't any brighter then than I am now, so... Called padding. No, Nintendo Power has nothing to say about this. Nintendo Power does not cover the game in this much detail. Did you kill all the demons in the tower as a kid? I might have. I really might have. He's not here. Where the fuck is he? What? Why did I flip all those switches? Oh, there he is. What? Sure. Okay. Why the hell not? Eat all the shit. Just eat every bit of shit I can feed you. Pile driver. Ow. Shaboom. Okay. I love it. Let's just cure every turn. Is this gonna last more than 15 turns? I don't know. Because that would be what? 30,000 health? Well, I don't have that many flares, but we'll see. Comes in like a hurricane. It's actually a good thing I'm doing this, in fact, because that does a bunch of damage. The Psych Shield. What are you doing? Thanks. All right, well, I'm out of those. I could just hit him. Can you still physically attack? Also, I'm gonna use a seed because I want to be done with this as soon as possible. Okay, so Psych Shield, it seems like Psych Shield repels magic. Oh, he's looking a little peaked there. All right, Psych Shield is down. How many turns does Psych Shield last? 1 or 2. The first time it lasted 1, the second time it lasted 2. Going full baseball catcher mode. All right. It also fucking sucks. God. It also fucking sucks that he can Psych Shield and do something else. Actually, you know what? You've got plenty of this. You do it. Use a potion on you. Paint me like one of your French demon birds. Okay, no. He just Psych Shielded. Ooh, that was close. Gotta take a little lie down. Was that? Did you just... Was that Psych Shield is down? Never mind, he's dead. I got 618 experience for that. Explode! Take the elevator. Take it up. Gimme. And burn my eyeballs out of their sockets, thank you. Fucking fantastic. Sky coin get. Christ. One more blind spell just for good measure, this time on the player. This place is still full of monsters, so fuck that. We're leaving. Goodbye, Idiot Tower. Let's talk to what's-his-face. Hey, everybody, I fixed it. You did it! At last, the world's saved. Hey, I did it, chat. We're done. We're done here. I fixed everything. There's no Captain Mac to worry about. Spencer said you'd help. Hey, I know you. Ruben, are you okay? Yeah, and guess what I found when I fell? A stairway to the top of the Focus Tower. Stairway? Ding. I've got it. If we refill the dry lake, we can save Captain Mac. How? Go to Spencer's tunnel. Set a bomb there and the water from the upper lake will spill into the dry lake. But Spencer's tunnel is caved in. There is one way. If you power the Rainbow Road machine with Thunder Rock, you can reach Spencer's place. Dad will know about this. Kaylee, would you take care of Norma? Ruben and I know the Focus Tower well, so we'll be back from Fireburg in no time. Of course. Okay. Yep, I finally beat Pazuli. Power Rainbow Road, be careful of carts. Keep your eyes on the rope bridge and say hello to Arian. Okay. You gotta fall off the fucking rope bridge again, idiot. Please help my dad. Thank you. All right. Well, we've been talking about this Captain Mac asshole this entire game, so I guess it's time we finally did something about him. Okay. Save video game. So we're going back to Focus Tower. Captain Macklemore, Captain Lay Big Mac. Okay, we gotta go to... Okay, I can open that now. But I think Ruben has to tell me, like, how to get to it. I think we have to go back to Fireburg, is what they were saying. Which I think is in this weirdly direction. Okay. I see one battleground I never did. Jesus. These people never actually changed what they were saying. Oh yeah, I love this battle axe. It's great. Best battle axe I ever owned. I don't use it anymore though. But don't take that personally. Mac told us the night would save us, and that's you. Aaron, you ever heard of Thunder Rock? Of course, wait a second. Here, take it. Handy. Okay, knock him out. Cool, thanks. We just backtracked for what? A rock. We literally just backtracked for a rock. This should admittedly be pretty simple. Oh my god, chat. Okay. Well, I definitely have opinions about this game now. I definitely have some refined perspective on this video game. Enjoying the slow descent of your brain turning to mush, angry mush. Yeah. I didn't entirely not expect this. Still disappointing though. I still would have been happier if the game hadn't turned into this. Man, Zelda's gonna be so nice after this. Oh, fuck. We can still do this, right? Uh-oh. Okay. Hang on. Let's do a quick save before this gets dumber. Yeah, after playing, okay. Between the... Oh, okay. Did my cable get loose or something? It's very odd. Okay. Yeah, between this and Thief Deadly Shadows, I've played two games that I had fond memories of that turned into real slogs at one point or another. Zelda's gonna be really nice after all this. This is great. This is so much fun. This is really cool. This is really cool. Good thing I saved. Stupid fucking. Yep. This seems to be like blinding Kaylee with those beholders. They seem to know they can turn Dickel to stone on turn 1. Unfortunately, that time we out-sequenced him. Okay. Hey, there we go. What did we get? Experience. That was it. It was just experience. That's all you get. That and no more. Congratulations. Well worth it. Out of curiosity, how much experience does it take? 8,283 at the next level. So I got like, what, 15, 20% of what I needed? That was more experience than Pazuzu. So fucked up. Good news, you'll almost certainly finish on Saturday. Will I, though? Will I, though? Is that really gonna happen? I can't what? Oh yeah, those are bombs. Pazuzu was a Palooka. Pazuzu was way easier than his whole stupid dungeon. Oh yeah, I don't want to go down here. Or do I? Wait, no. I want to go this way. All right, I got a rock. I also did a bunch of fights I didn't need to do. Found some Thunder Rock, huh? Power up completed, now you can go to Spencer's place. Thanks. Ribbon, keep your eyes on the right. Yeah, don't fall off the bridge again, moron. Sure. We got another Rainbow Bridge. It's great. All right, Spencer's place. Let's blow that area up with a Mega Grenade. Okay. Okay, we did it. Let's talk to Kaylee. Okay. Jesus Christ. Stuff happens so aggressively in this game. That was, in fact, a lot of water. Look, there's some more crests. Stuff. There's a lot of crests. I don't even know why I did that. Create an entire scene in about 5 seconds. GG. Recommended level for the next area, 34. Yeah, that's cute. That's cute. What am I doing? Oh, a thing. What is it? I found another crest. I found a crest so I could find a crest. Crest, 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 crest. All right, we go back to Kaylee. The Morbin crest. Hey. Thanks to you, the lake is as beautiful as ever. Yeah, thanks for blowing up an entire section of the mountain. It worked, the ship is afloat. Thanks, I'll head there now, but the ship's full of monsters. Let's go first. Give this Captain Cap to Dad when you find him, then he'll know I'm coming. Okay, what does my inventory look like? So I have everything in the game except something. One of the most descriptive sentences I've ever said. So one thing I haven't covered is how do I fucking get to this ship? It's a crest thing, isn't it? I bet it's a crest thing. Let's go push on some. These people. Okay. People had some fucking crests in their basement. I remember this now. There are a lot of these Mobius crests. Game's so good he lost the ability to speak. I mean, let's be fair. I never had a real firm grasp on it to begin with. I'm sorry, did we just unlock... Okay. Okay. I think the takeaway here is that there is a crest-powered fast travel network between cities. Hey, look, that idiot kid's on the roof. Good thing we stopped the wind. Oh wait, no, this one's important. This is very much where we needed to go. This is in fact exactly where we needed to go. Amazing. Perfect. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. I don't want, he's gonna say the line chat, I don't want to devote a whole nother night to this. Because I think that's just gonna make me miserable. I also don't think anybody is like super chomping at the bit for the end of this. So what I'm gonna do is on Saturday, we'll start the next issue of Nintendo Power. And then in like the last hour, I will come back to this. And we'll see how that goes. But I don't want to commit to a whole night of this considering how tedious and frustrating this has gotten, but I'm also not going to give up on it just yet. If I remember correctly, I think there's just this and the final dungeon. I think this is the penultimate dungeon, though I don't remember how long the final dungeon is. So, we're not done yet, but I'm not giving this another night. Which will take longer, being an entire JRPG an hour at a time or getting through a single issue of Nintendo Power? That is an excellent question, in fact. I think this one's quite short too, given I don't remember any of it. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I need the sweet release of Nintendo Power. I can't keep doing this the way I've been doing this. I'm ready to be done with this. I would like to finish this, to say I finished it again. But yeah, so that's the plan. That's the plan. Saturday night will be the Power Hours, but the final hour of the Power Hours will be this instead. Which I think should work out. I think, if I remember what's in the next issue, I don't think the NES games are gonna take us too terribly long. How about the sweet release of Hog? I had that last night. That'll tide me over at least till the other end of Zelda. God, I can't wait to play Zelda now. Jesus Christ, man. Between Thief, Deadly Shadows, and this, I am so excited to play a game that I know is just good. I can't fucking wait. I am thrilled. I am pleased as punch. I am thrilled to death that we're gonna be starting that on Monday. But yeah. You want to play good games now? Look, I have moods, okay? I go through moods. And look. It's not all just good games. We are doing the Power Hours on Saturday. That's absolutely no assurance of quality, one way or another. Strange how this game never had much financial success. Otto's just done torturing himself incessantly. Well, for a bit. For a little bit, I guess. All right, anyway, so tomorrow night is Community Night. We're gonna be playing the fan remake of Castlevania Simon's Quest. Should be interesting. I'm very curious to see how this plays out. On Saturday, yay, Power Hours. Back to the loving embrace of Nintendo Power, at least for a while. And then, if you are like the one or two people that are fully invested in seeing the end of this game, we'll see what we can get done in the last hour or two of the stream. I won't stream on Sunday because I don't. And then on Monday, we start up with The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening at long last. I know there's some folks that have been waiting on that for a very long time, and it's finally happening. So you got all that to look forward to. And with that, why don't I go find somebody for us to raid? Why don't I release us all from this torment and send you along somewhere? And tonight it shall be... What shall it be? What shall it be? Alright, I'm a little bit curious about this one. Our friend Bassy Bunny is playing Atomic Heart. And I haven't seen anything about this game. I've only heard people talking about it very obliquely. So let's go over there and see what's going on. Got a later arrival. Are we gonna finish this up? Or are we done with this? Oh god. Okay. I am going to start the next issue of the Power Hours on Saturday, but around 2 hours in or so, for the last hour of the stream, I'll come back to this. I can't give this another full night. It's too tedious for that, but I don't want to completely give up on it just yet. So I'm gonna tack the ending on to the end of Saturday's stream if I can. We'll see how it goes. That's the best I can do. All right, gang. Anyway, thanks for coming out. Thank you for joining me for this. I mean, we really just... we did 2 dungeons tonight. It wasn't that bad. We did a very simple mountain, and then we spent the rest of the night climbing that stupid tower. But hey, we killed Pazuzu. We restored the crystals. I think even if we stopped here, I think everything would work out. I think it would be fine, really. But maybe we'll finish this on Saturday. Hopefully I'll see you then, or hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night for community night. Either way though, until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye everybody.